All right, who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Alex Howard of O'Reilly Media.
And Alex, what do you write about?
I write about the intersection of citizens, government, and technology for O'Reilly. Something my publisher calls Gov 2.0.
All right, and you write for a lot of other publications too. Which ones do you write for?
Well, my work is syndicated, and actually I write originally for Huffington Post, for Read Web, sometimes for Mashable. I've contributed to the National Journal and to GovFresh out in California.
All right, so you got plenty of credentials to talk about specifically using technology for situational awareness, of which we see a lot of that going on here at South by Southwest because so much is happening physically outside of the conference. So what are people doing and why are they doing this?
Well, fundamentally, people are here to learn about what's happening in the interactive space, right? The music and film part will come afterwards. Right now, you've got what people call Geek Spring Break, where you've got literally, 10,000, 20,000 people coming here together in Austin to see what's happening right now. And there's an intersection between the online world and the physical world, and people are trying to use the tools, technologies, applications available to them to see what's happening that matters. There's going to be a lot of sessions, a lot of applications which may not make much of a difference. There are going to be a couple that do something that might be useful to someone, whether it's group messaging, whether it's understanding that a session is getting a lot of interest, whether it's understanding that there's something that's new, or that people have come around a certain idea that may not have been breaking big a couple hours before that.
So this event seems to be the most severe case of situational awareness in the consumer space. What areas have you seen situational awareness in government and military?
Well, that's broad. The military has been trying to get better situational awareness since there's been a military, and that's goes far back into ancient times. Now they're using everything from data analysis to understanding things, obviously with drones, to crawling all kinds of the open source intelligence that exists out in the web and elsewhere. Certainly, the interesting space right now that is fascinating to watch is this intersection between user-generated content, social media, and geospatial systems, so GIS. So how all of that content is mashed up and made useful on top of maps. Recently reported on how the Red Cross and FEMA and local fire departments are now starting to use these things, and that the platforms are becoming much more developed so that first responders can work with the public and getting information even before they show up.
So explain that to me. So how are these systems being used? Like, how does the public get involved to help the Red Cross deal with an emergency situation?
Often it's simply by contributing content in a given area. Sometimes if they update Facebook or Twitter with giving a picture or upload video to YouTube, that's something which will enable a first responder to see a little bit more about what's happening on the ground before they even get there. Once they become aware of the Red Cross or FEMA, then there's an opportunity for them to communicate back and forth. And these organizations are, in 2011, listening. They realize that if they set up an account, there's an expectation that they're going to be on the other end of it. So then there's the question of whether the pictures, the videos, the information about what's happening in different places can be structured and mapped out and organized in such a way that it provides that situational awareness for the responders in question.